talk about how to create a business in El Salvador. Empecemos un negocio, which also in English means let's start a business. How much does it cost to start a business in El Salvador? In El Salvador, it costs typically around $2,000 to $3,000 to start a business, with all the starts of the operations and all the expenses that come with it. Compared to the United States, it costs around $5,000 to $8,000 with all that, so it's a big leap in expenses. Facts on starting a business in El Salvador. It's possible for any foreigner to open up a business in El Salvador, no matter what your type of business is. There's no reason for a business that you want to start not to open. Everything's open for foreign capital. It's not necessary to travel back and forth. You can either stay back at home, or you can stay in El Salvador and move to El Salvador, but there's no need to travel back and forth. The U.S. currency is also used in El Salvador, which is a big help in opening businesses because it also creates more of an opportunity for more people to come in and help start a business. But it is also mandatory to have 2 shareholders while you are starting a business. We all know businesses and starting and operating businesses can be very stressful. So if you ever have any free time, I have looked up and done research on many fun places and beautiful places to go. You can go to the El Mahal Beach, which is one of the most famous beaches in El Salvador. You can climb one of the 26 volcanoes that are all around the country. You can go and sightsee San Salvador. You can visit one of the coffee plantations that are all around. You can eat the most famous pupusas that you probably will find on every street corner. And there's also very much more. But with all those great things, there do come some danger in El Salvador. So the number one thing is be aware of all your surroundings. Make sure you're not just going out by yourself. Make sure you have a group of 2 or more with you at all times, at night and during the day. Do not resist any robbery. Just let it happen and then let it be, because it's easier for you just to not resist it than try to resist it and you become harmed. Go in groups when you go to the banks, ATMs. Do not go alone. Do not display any wealth such as jewelry, money, cars, purses, because that will just make you a pinpoint to becoming robbed. Make sure you take your vitamins, because you don't want to bring any illnesses to El Salvador. You don't want to bring any illnesses back home from El Salvador. And the number one thing is beware of all the gangs that are in El Salvador. If you have any tattoos, be sure to cover them, because you don't want to show any gang affiliation that might be in harm of you throughout El Salvador. Just so you know, besides all the beautiful things that I've said and that you can see in El Salvador, you can also view many particular places in El Salvador that you can go visit, like the pyramids, the volcanoes, San Salvador, just the random streets in like side corners of El Salvador. San Salvador is probably the most beautiful place at night and during the day. So there's also many more besides doing things, there's also many beautiful views that you can go and see for yourself. Now you can start your business in paradise, and thank you for watching.